Hey y'all, Nerd Knight here, back at you with another video. Been a while, I know. All I can say is, I'm back. Some of you have been wondering why I disappeared for the last year. Well, for one, as you can kind of tell by the scenery, I moved. About a year ago, I moved to a new house. I no longer live at my old address, and I just wanted to take some time to get acquainted to my new environment before I got back into the YouTube game. Additionally, I didn't really have anything worth showing in a video until now. So that's another reason why I haven't made a video in over a year, but now, I'm back. Back like I never left. And this time, for the first video of 2023, I'm going to do something that's kind of a doozy. Something that I'm personally very excited to show you guys, and that is... this. Ed, Edd, and Eddy, the complete series. Kind of a special video for me, because I remember on my old channel that I had many years ago, when my video of seasons 1 and 2 of Ed, Edd, and Eddy were the most viewed videos on my old channel, and I feel like this is probably going to be a little bit of a successor to that video. So, for those of you who may be new to my life or have not been around for very long on my journey, you will know that Ed, Edd, and Eddy was one of my favorite shows, or if not my all-time favorite show, growing up as a kid in the 2000s. I have very fond memories of coming home from school to watch reruns of the show and watching new episodes on Friday nights. It was a special show for me. And I was very sad in 2009 when the show came to an end. I mean, I was satisfied with how the show ended, but I just didn't want it to end. You feel that way when you have a show that you love so much. You don't want it to end. So, for a while, we had wanted this set to come into existence, and all we had was seasons 1 and 2 on DVD, and 2 volumes of 6 episodes each. And they had not released any other episodes since then. They had released seasons 3, 4, and 5 overseas, I want to say in like Singapore, but they never came over here in the States. But within the last few months, this set, along with a complete series box set of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, another classic Cartoon Network show, was announced. So when this was announced and it came out, I had to buy it. Although, I will admit, there is a few things about this that could be better, and I'll get to those in a second. So, like always, here's the packaging. For those of you guys who don't know, Ed, Edd, and Eddy, it's a classic show. Like, a lot for those of us who grew up in the 2000s, the late 90s, like, a lot of girls wanted to be like the Powerpuff Girls. Well, we boys wanted to be like Ed, Edd, and Eddy. And each episode was about their misadventures to scam the kids out of their allowances and buy jawbreakers. You know. And it went on for 5 seasons of the movie. Not quite 6 seasons of the movie that Community talks about, but still, 5 seasons. So, here's the cover art. Cartoon Network 30th anniversary, because this set was released to coincide with Cartoon Network's 30th anniversary this past October, or September, one of the two. And then 90, the complete series, and there you see the 3 knuckleheads themselves, Ed, Double D, and Eddy, in the shopping cart, evocative of the episode with Plank and his various thrill ride of mishaps. The spine, this is Ed, Edd, and Eddy, the complete series, Cartoon Network 30th anniversary logo, DVD, Warner Brothers. Something on this side. The back, you have the picture there of the 3 Eds, a panorama of the cul-de-sac, and a few screenshots. Interesting to point out, all 4 of these screenshots at the bottom, they're all from the same episode. Maybe hard to believe, but it's true. And there is a read-up on the back here, which says, "It doesn't get much Edder than this. Ready for every Ed ever? All 66 episodes of Cartoon Network's Ed, Edd, and Eddy are Collect Ed here. Plunge headlong into every misadventure from Danny and Tanuki's award-winning show. From giant clams and mole mutants to radioactive mashed potatoes and endless jawbreakers. Kick back at the cul-de-sac with the hilarious Ed, the lovable Ed, also known as Double D, and their fearless leader Eddy. Plus Rolf, Naz, the Canker Sisters, Johnny 2x4, and who can forget Plank. Dreams, schemes, and everything in between. It's Ed, Edd, and Eddy to the Ed stream." A lot of Ed puns in this, which is a running gag with Topsaw's working. A running gag with each episode's title, where they replace the word with the word Ed. Special features are how to make an Ed, Edd, and Eddy cartoon, interview with creator Danny and Tanuki, how to draw Eddy, behind the Eds with show's creator, also Danny and Tanuki, How to Draw Ed, music video I'm Not Coming In Today, and promos 28 Days Later, Crybaby starring Jimmy, Ed's Origami, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Now, that's one of my complaints I have with this set. All the special features on there, these are recycled from the first releases of seasons 1 and 2. They did not think to include any additional special features. Like, there's no commentary from the show, there's no additional special features from the first 2 volumes that came out that had 6 episodes each. Like, one of them had the My Best Friend Plank music video on it. They didn't even think to include the behind-the-scenes documentary for the Misadventures video game, which kind of sucks. But, oh well, what else can you do about it? Runtime, 1,502 minutes. Jeez. You know, the Angry Video Game Nerd was right. Why do they always have to list in minutes? So, this, obviously a slipcover. This is what's underneath. Crack it open. And inside you have this little booklet. Which, right here. And basically it's just a guide of all the episodes. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, and Season 5. It doesn't tell you what discs they're on, so you're going to have to figure that out yourself. And here we have the discs, which are definitely different. Disc 1 there has Eddy. Disc 2 has Double D. Disc 3 has Ed. Disc 4 has Jimmy. Come on. Disc 5 has Sarah. Disc 6 has Rolf. Disc 7 has Johnny and Plank. Disc 8 has Lee. Disc 9 has Marie. And Disc 10 has May. The only character who is not on the disc is Kevin, voiced by Kathleen Barr, who also voices Marie. That was kind of a thing where some characters or some voice actors on the show, they were recycled, where they voiced multiple characters. For example, again, Kathleen Barr, who voices Marie, also voices Kevin. Erin Fitzgerald, who voices Naz, she also voices May. And Janice Judd, who plays Lee, also plays Sarah. So, there is one big issue that not only I have, but many other Eddy fans who want to purchase this set have. See on the cover how it says Complete Series? And how on the back it says all 66 episodes? Kind of like when the Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup 3 years ago. There should be an asterisk next to that. Why do I say that? Well, any true Eddy purist like myself or any other hardcore fan knows that the show did not run for just 66 episodes. It actually ran for 69 episodes. So you're probably wondering, what are the 3 missing episodes? This may seem a bit difficult to believe, but the 3 missing episodes are the holiday specials, Boo Ha Ha, Jingle Jingle Jangle, and Hanky Panky Hullabaloo. Additionally, not only do you not get the holiday specials, but the finale movie, Big Picture Show, where a horrible scam goes awry, and the Eds flee the cul-de-sac from the run for the kids to find Eddie's brother. That movie, which is the series finale, is also not included on this set. So, for some reason, they did not think to include them. But yet, on the set released at the same time for Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, it does have the specials of the movie. Like, it does have Good Will Hunting, and it does have Destination Imagination. For some reason, they did not include the special episodes in the movie on this set. It does include the episode from Invaded, The Eds Are Coming Parts 1 and 2. That episode is included as the last episode of Season 5. But for some reason, they did not think to include the holiday specials or the movie. So, it may say Complete Series on the front, but it's not quite complete. I will admit, however, that if you do have Amazon Prime, they are streaming on there. They do have the 3 holiday specials and Big Picture Show, but they're not on HBO Max, and they're not included in this set. Additionally, those 4 are not on any other form of physical media. This set is the first time that any other episodes from Season 3 onward have been released on physical media here in the United States. If you wanted them beforehand, you would have had to import them from overseas, because they did make them again, I think, in Singapore or some other Asian country. but they weren't available here in the United States, Canada, Mexico, basically North America for the longest time. They weren't available here. So, it's a small price to pay. If you're someone like me who grew up with Ed, and Eddy and love this show and you want at least 99% of the series on physical media, then this set is for you. I got it as a gift from my girlfriend for Christmas. It was about 60 bucks, although that's been on sale since then. You could maybe also find it at like Walmart or Target. Probably Walmart, you have a better luck at it. But you haven't had much luck anywhere else. Amazon's your best bet because they have plenty of copies. And I would strongly suggest you get it soon because I don't know how long they're going to have these in stock for. Because when Infinity Train got taken off HBO Max, people bought up all the copies of Book 1 and 2 and then would scalp them on eBay for ridiculous prices. So I don't want to see that happen to this or Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. However, if you are the purist, the kind who thinks it needs to have every single episode on here in order to be considered complete, then I'd pass on this set. I'm in a Discord server where people intentionally pass on this set because it doesn't have the holiday specials or the movie, but I wanted it because that was my show as a kid. I loved it. I still love it to this day. If I had HBO Max, I would watch it for old time's sake, but I don't. But still, it is something that I would love to have. I love having the set. I love having most of my childhood show in some form. You know, for the longest time I said that Firefly was my favorite show, but that's my adult years. This is from when I was a kid, so having the set feels special to me, and I'm really glad I have it at long last. And if you grew up with this show like I did, please pick it up. Show Cartoon Network some support, and maybe they'll make further shows from the past on DVD for complete series box sets. They've done Ed, and Eddy. They've done Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I know some people have been wanting one for Codename Kids Next Door, a reissue of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Chowder, My Gym Partner's a Monkey, Camp Lazlo, and several others. But this was my holy grail, and I'm really glad that after many years of waiting for the set to come to reality, it finally did, and I cherish it, and I really recommend you guys pick up a copy yourselves. So I guess that is about it. Later, guys. I am out of here.